Hello and welcome back. I'm Steve and today we're visiting Siem Reap, Cambodia. If you like this format of travel video, I'd appreciate your support by clicking the thumbs up and subscribe button. As well, ensure the bell icon is lit so you'll be notified of my new uploads. Siem Reap, Cambodia is only a 1-hour flight from Bangkok, Thailand, so I highly recommend including both countries on your Southeast Asia tour. Be sure to check out my video on Bangkok to learn more. Upon arrival, you'll find Siem Reap's airport small but efficient. There are no jetways, so if you're traveling during the rainy season, you may want to consider bringing a raincoat or umbrella on board the plane. Visitors from most countries will have tourist visas processed upon arrival. There is typically a fee that they prefer to be paid in US dollars. Policies and procedures are subject to change based on your country of citizenship, so please confirm requirements before departure. As a future note, Siem Reap is currently constructing a new international airport. Scheduled for completion in 2023, the new airport will be located approximately 75 kilometers or 50 miles southeast of the city. As usual, when new airports are built, they're often not as convenient, but they do have jetways and lounges. Siem Reap is a destination I'd highly recommend pre-arranging tours. If you'd like my help, leave a comment or visit steveevanstravel.com. The climate is tropical. It's unusual for yearly daytime lows to drop below 88 degrees Fahrenheit or 31 Celsius. Nighttime lows typically don't drop below 71 Fahrenheit or 22 Celsius. May through October are considered the rainy season. Although accepted at large hotels, credit cards are not widely accepted at small businesses. Large global restaurants and coffee brands are not available in Siem Reap. As far as restrooms, washrooms, and toilets are concerned, I recommend going whenever you have the opportunity. Cambodia's currency is the rial. Using the US dollar as a comparable, at current exchange rates, 10 US dollars equals approximately 40,000 rial. As with your visa payments, you'll find US dollars are widely accepted and in many cases preferred. As usual, when traveling to the tropics, pack accordingly. I recommend light clothes, a hat, comfortable shoes, and don't forget your sun protection. Let's talk food. I'm sure the local restaurants are great, but due to your busy itinerary, currency exchange, lack of credit card acceptance, and the unknown food safety, I'd recommend sticking with the hotel restaurants. Your hotel dining will be conveniently billed to your room and settled on your credit card. In case you haven't viewed my Bangkok video, you'll be visiting a Wat, spelled W-A-T. A Wat translates to English as a temple. Wat is commonly used in Thailand, Laos, and Cambodia. Buddhism is the official religion in Cambodia, representing about 93% of the population. This is followed by Islam and Christianity. In this video, you'll be hearing about the Khmer Empire. This was the predecessor state of modern-day Cambodia. During the major development of Siem Reap in the 12th century, the Khmer state used to span west to the Andaman Sea, so most of present-day Thailand was once included in the Khmer Empire. In fact, the empire also spread north to include most of modern-day Laos and a small piece of present-day southern China. Assuming you're arriving from Bangkok and using a guide, I recommend a 3-night stay. And please, don't forget, drink lots of water. If you're not from the tropics, dehydration can set in quickly. And as I said earlier, don't forget a good quality sun protection. Okay, so there are 7 not-to-be-missed sites in Siem Reap. They are the Angkor Wat, the Angkor Thom, the Bayon Temple, the Prohm Temple, a sunset elephant ride to Phnom Bakheng, sunrise at Angkor Wat, and a boat ride down the Siem Reap River to the floating village. The crown jewel of Cambodia, Angkor Wat, holds the record as being the largest temple on Earth and spans approximately 162 hectares or 402 acres. The name Angkor translates to English as capital or city, so Angkor Wat is the capital city temple. It was constructed by the Khmer king Survarman II in the early 12th century as a Hindu temple dedicated to god Vishnu. In Hinduism, Vishnu is the preserver god, which means he protects the universe and keeps it from being destroyed. As well, it served as the capital of the Khmer Empire. Angkor Wat slowly transformed into a Buddhist temple toward the end of the 12th century, so about 100 years after it was constructed. I started by referring to Angkor Wat as the crown jewel of Cambodia. Check out a Cambodian flag and you'll notice Angkor Wat is proudly displayed in the center. The temple has become a symbol of Cambodia and is the country's prime visitor attraction. Next, we'll take a look at Angkor Thom. Thom translates to English as great, and we already know Angkor is city, so Angkor Thom is a great city. It was built in the late 12th century by King Jayavarman VII as the last capital of the Khmer Empire. Now, he didn't know that at the time it was being built, it just turned out that way. At the center of Angkor Thom is the Bayon Temple, which the king had built in the late 12th and early 13th centuries. Remember, by this point Buddhism had replaced Hinduism in the Khmer Empire, so the king wanted a new city temple. Its most distinctive features are the smiling stone faces on many of the towers. Staying with King Jayavarman VII, while the Bayon Temple was being constructed, the king decided the empire required a Buddhist monastery and university. So he had the Prohm Temple built, approximately 1 kilometer or half a mile from Angkor Thom. Today, Prohm Temple is the home to the best example of strangler trees. Phnom Bakheng is a Hindu and Buddhist temple dedicated to Shiva. In Hinduism, Shiva creates, protects, and transforms the universe. The temple was constructed at the end of the 9th century during the reign of King Yasovarman. So take note, this is approximately 2.5 centuries before the construction of Angkor Wat. Phnom Bakheng is located at the top of a hill approximately 65 meters or 210 feet above the surrounding plain. Once you arrive, you'll not only be visiting an amazing 9th century temple, but also have a fantastic view of Angkor Wat below. Plan this visit for late afternoon so you can take in an amazing sunset. So the last thing we're going to do as it relates to the ruins is sunrise at Angkor Wat. Now unfortunately this is going to require a very early wake-up call. In fact, your guide is probably going to want to pick you up at the hotel sometime between 4:30 and 5 o'clock a.m. And the reason is you really want to get a great spot. You want to be front in line for sunrise over Angkor Wat. Absolutely breathtaking, and make special notice of the water lilies that will open as the sun comes up. Finally, in Siem Reap, it's going to be a boat tour. So you're going to be picked up at your hotel and you're going to drive approximately 15 kilometers or 9 miles south to a boat launch area. After transferring to the boat, you'll travel along the Siem Reap River approximately 5 kilometers or 3 miles until you arrive at the floating village. As the name suggests, the floating village is a collection of homes, restaurants, markets, and a school, all located on the Tunnel Sap Lake. Let's translate. Sap translates to English as not salty, and tunnel is large. So let's think of it as being a large freshwater lake. Now the large freshwater lake is approximately 120 kilometers or 75 miles long. Along with people, the lake is shared by crocodiles, snakes, and birds. For bird watchers, I recommend a pair of binoculars and a good camera. The lake is part of the Tunnel Sap Biosphere Reserve and as such is home to many species, including the spotted-billed pelican, greater adjunct, the Bengal florican, the oriental darter, the gray-headed fish eagle, and the Manchurian reed warbler. And remember earlier I told you about the snakes and the crocodiles? Well, don't be surprised when you're visiting the floating village if you see a young child with a python draped around them. They do this in hopes that a tourist will take a picture of them and their python and in turn expect a gratuity. And before I finish, I personally stayed at Le Méridien during my visit. Le Méridien is one of Marriott's upscale brands and features well-appointed rooms, a great on-site restaurant, and a very friendly staff. So there you have it. As I said, this will be 3 very fast-paced days, with a lot to see and a lot to absorb. You will love Siem Reap, and it will become one of your global highlights. So what do you think? Have you visited Siem Reap and feel there's something I've missed? Or do you have a question? Either way, please let me know in the comment area below. If you have a country or destination you'd like me to discuss, go ahead and make a request in the comment area as well. I have no set schedule for the production of my travel videos, so assuming I've traveled to your requested destination, I'd be happy to prioritize it. And of significant importance, please, if you liked this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up and subscribe button. And make sure the bell icon is lit so you can be notified of my new uploads. Until next time, I'm Steve, thanks for watching, and remember, ready, set, go.